I want to talk to you about Jabra, one of my favorite makers of truly wireless earbuds. Specifically, I want to talk to you about their new lineup of buds. But in order to do that, we need a little backstory.
You want to know how I got these scars?
No, Jabra isn't an evil villain. They're the hero.
From uncharted regions of the universe comes a legend.
Yes, like Voltron. A few different products coming together to form a giant robot of sonic awesome, delivering galactic justice in products at varying price points so that you can have a quality audio experience whether you have a red stripe or Dom Perignon wallet. Today, we're taking a look at Jabra's entry-level Elite 3 and the premium Elite 7 Pro. Let's get into it. Hey, if any of the videos on this channel help you, if any of the videos from my colleagues have helped you, please consider, clicking on all those things down there, the thumbs up and the subscriptions and the bells, so that you'll be notified when we upload the latest content and when we run one of our awesome contests and free giveaways. Jabra's previous generation earbuds sported names like the 65T, then 75T. And you had the 75T available in the standard model and the active model, with the primary differences being their waterproofing. Then we had the 85T, which was all about sound quality over fitness readiness, though it was a solid device for that. It's just that the fit was different, opting for a flange instead of cylindrical ear tip. So this year we do away with the notion of a 95T, enter the Elite line. The Elite 3, 4, 7 Active, and 7 Pro. Jabra makes no bones about what you get with a concise chart right on their homepage, comparing the feature set of each. The biggest differences will be battery life, active noise cancellation, and the levels of personalization available to you in Jabra Sound Plus app. Let's get into the specifics of that as we look into the Elite 3 and Elite 7 Pro. Beginning with the superficial differences, we'll start with the cases. The 7 Pros are available in 3 colors, while the 3s are available in 4. Though both support USB-C charging, the 7 Pro's charging case supports Qi wireless charging and is beefier in terms of its spec. You'll get slightly more recharge capacity out of the 7 Pro's case and faster charging. The 7 Pro can charge the earbuds from dead and give you an hour's worth of playback in just 5 minutes. The 3s take 10 minutes to achieve the same feat. To charge to full, the 7 Pro speeds things along at around 2.5 hours from dead, whereas the 3s are going to take you around 3.5 hours. Both cases are pocketable, but the 7 Pro has a shorter, flatter shape, while the 3 has the shape Jabra has used on previous devices. A small note, but I noticed that when I sweated both earbuds and waited for them to dry, then put them back in the case, the residue left over from the oils in my ears left white stains on the 7 Pro case, while that wasn't so noticeable on the 3's case. The case easily cleans up with a microfiber or an electronics cleaning cloth. In terms of the superficial differences between the earbuds themselves, other than a slight difference in shape and size, it's barely perceptible, and the inclusion of pressure relief venting on the 7 Pros, which you have to look very closely to see, at a glance, they look identical. Both operate with physical push buttons instead of capacitive touch like many of the competitors. I actually like this because it's a less finicky method of control. Both come with 3 choices of silicone ear tips in small, medium, and large to ensure you get a solid fit. That's important on both levels because the 3s don't have active noise canceling, so a good fit gets you solid passive noise canceling, while on the 7 Pros, that good fit is essential to that ANC working optimally. Jabra goes a long way to ensure that ANC is optimized, but we'll get into that in a minute as it goes to the heart of the differences between the 2 devices. First though, let's talk about what you really care about when it comes to earbuds: sound quality. The good news, the difference in quality is minimal, if any. Both devices feature 6mm drivers and play music streamed via Bluetooth 5.0 from a Note 20 Ultra and from an iPhone 13 Pro Max. Most people won't hear any discernible difference, with one caveat. The Jabra Elite 7 Pro has more options for tailoring the sound to your liking. We'll get to that in a moment, but let's talk about that sound first. Both devices have options to EQ their sound in the Sound Plus app. For the purpose of comparing them, I left the sound set for neutral. And let me tell you, I've always enjoyed Jabra's sound for workout and general listening. Both have punch in the low end and hit in the middle without sacrificing vocals. When listening to Tidal Dolby Atmos tracks, the only exception was Slick Rick's excellent Dolby Atmos remix of A Children's Story. In that mix, the vocals take a bit of a backseat to mids and lows, but listening to the Tidal Master Quality audio track of the XX Policy's not gonna be able to do it. It wasn't just a nostalgic journey back in time, but a skillfully mastered hip-hop track that features bright vocals and thumps hard with robust upright bass loops that get your head bobbing. But how did these two fare with FLAC files streamed from local storage from my Note 20 Ultra and iPhone 13 Pro Max? Even better. Paul Simon's Diamonds on the Soles of Her Shoes sounds great on the Elite 3 and the 7 Pro. Much more neutral than when listening to streamed titles on track. The instrumentation is bright and present. There's actually a fairly large soundstage for earbuds that I really noticed as I listened to that track, and the brilliant vocals by Ladysmith Black Mambaza. Some of that bass is lessened, but bass and mid still have some kick even as they're more neutral. I hit some Skrillex just to test that, and the bass and mids are definitely more neutral there. Hit the presets in the app if you want to up the thump and make things more punchy. Sometimes with workout earbuds, you may get the qualifier that they sound great for workout earbuds. Not the case here. For casual listening, for active listening, for working out, Jabra provides a high quality experience. Supporting and tailoring that high quality experience is the Sound Plus app. For the Elite 3, you'll have the option to modify Jabra's sound profile by picking from one of 6 music presets. You can also activate the hear-through mode from the app as well. Clicking on the settings cog, you can check for firmware updates, set up the basic functionality of the buds, you know what the buttons do. You can also decide between using a voice assistant when you click on the earbuds controls or launch and stream automatically from Spotify. You can also activate Jabra's Find My functionality and find the quick start guide and manuals there as well. This is where the Pro 7 moniker in the Elite 7 comes into view. The features in the Sound Plus app add the ability to make your own custom EQ presets, and you get soundscapes. If you really need to check out sonically, Soundscapes is a menu of white noises choices to help you with that. You get a dozen options ranging from pink noise to vent fan noise to a babbling brook and even crowd noise. Hitting that settings cog once again, you get a few more options to make your experience unique to you. My Fit is exactly what it sounds like and helps walk you through ensuring you have the right ear tips and fit for your ears. Then, in the next menu down, you can personalize the level of noise canceling to your ears and your hearing. And let's stop here for a moment. Noise canceling. There are better options on the market. Jabra's noise canceling is good. It just isn't the best of all the earbuds I've listened to over the last year. That doesn't in any way diminish my overall opinion of the Elite 7 Pros. They are still absolutely one of my favorite earbuds in terms of comfort and overall quality, but it's something that must be noted. Now, on another option for customizing sound, you can hit the My Sound menu option next, which gives you a hearing test to create a profile for you, which Jabra uses to optimize the audio for music. Now, did I notice a difference listening after the hear test? I did, as nuanced as it may be. And continuing on with the Pro moniker and the differentiation in devices, one of my favorite features included in Jabra's devices is side tone. This uses the microphones to allow you to hear your own voice when on a call. This is so you won't be unnecessarily loud when talking to people because you can't hear yourself. If you have teenage gamers, you know this phenomenon well. With the Elite 3, you get one option, on or off, when it comes to side tone. With the Elite 7 Pro, you can adjust the levels of side tone or the mix of your voice and the person you're talking to. This is found in the headset settings, and when you click on that, you get only one menu of options with the 3, but the Pro has 3 menus worth of options, including that call experience option where you find the side tone settings along with a few other settings. Speaking of side tone and mics, how do these mics actually sound? Well, here's a mic test, with the only difference in sound being that when I was testing the 7 Pros, at that exact moment, I was hit with some decent wind gusts. The wind was flatter, almost non-existent when I recorded with the 3s. These recordings happen only minutes apart though, so all other things are equal. So I'm at a busy intersection here. There's a ton of construction going on. This is the Jabra Elite 7. So I'm at a busy intersection here. There's a ton of construction going on. This is the Jabra Elite 7 Pro mics you're listening to. These mics have 4 MIM mics and a bone conduction sensor, vibration sensor, built in so that they can isolate your audio from the background. So what do you think? This is how they sound, tons of construction. As you can see, bunch of traffic here. We'll try out the Jabra Elite 3s next. And now you're hearing what the traffic in that same location sounds like on the Jabra Elite 3s. So I have those in my ear. You're listening to the construction sounds, the traffic. Although if they're doing a good job of isolating my voice, you may not hear any of that construction. These have 4 MIM mics in them, do not have the bone conduction that the Elite 7 Pros have, but Jabra's microphones have always been excellent, so I would imagine that these probably sound pretty good as well. And that really is the tale of the tape with Jabra's new line of Elite earbuds. On the entry end, you get a wonderful sonic experience with useful features like hear-through and side tone. On the premium side, you really do get a pro experience with solid sound and more personalization and customization options than you may ever use. At $80, the Elite 3 should definitely be at the top or among the top products in your short list of workout-centric earbuds. Elite 7 Pros provide one of the best all-around experiences on the market. Are there earbuds on the market at that price point which may have better noise canceling? Yep. But the call and microphone quality more than makes up for that, along with the comfort and the stay-in-placeness without having ear hooks when you work out and exercise, which is why I call them one of the best all-around earbuds. And that's that. Elite 3s, Elite 7 Pros. Awesome. Hey, I'm Tshaka Armstrong for reviews.org. Don't take it lightly that you spent your time here with us today. If you have any questions that I didn't answer, please leave them in the comments below. I'll get to them. Love chatting with you all. I will catch you on the next video.